Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 28th to September 3rd. This is for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading. Capricorn, I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we are here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, Capricorn, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. Now, Capricorn, this week is going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. I want you to know something here. There's going to be a little bit of a communication hiccup for y'all in the beginning of the week, okay? And the reason I say that is because, we all know Mercury is retrograde, all right? So Mercury does rule communication, and there are some miscommunication errors or whatnot. But the main thing is, over the weekend, the Sun opposed Saturn. Now, as we know, Saturn is your ruling planet, so this may affect you in a big way. Two things here. One, that happened over the weekend, but it's such a big aspect. We're going to feel it throughout the first half of the week, okay? And then Saturn, again, your ruling planet. Saturn is a malefic. It is, the taskmaster planet. It is the planet of hard knocks. It's a planet of, a tough love. It's a planet of responsibility. And so I've been saying this in every sign. Imagine Saturn throwing a pie in your face. Capricorn, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? How are you going to react? That's what Saturn wants. Saturn is testing you. Saturn does bring tests. And, tests are hard for a reason. That's why they're tests. It's how you handle challenges, how you handle situations, keeping your gratitude high, keeping your energy high, because you know this. It's all about karma here. In the end, when you get through all these challenges, Saturn rewards you. Okay? Saturn rewards you. So that's the great thing. And the reason why I am making a really big deal about this is because we have that full moon in Pisces. Now, that's going to happen on Wednesday. Before I even get to that, because I got to tell you what's happening with you for that, all right? And Saturn is in Pisces right now, so it's going to affect you a lot, this full moon in Pisces. On Monday, Mars moves into Libra. Now, think of Mars, the planet that is all about drive, ambition, really aggressive, okay? The ruler of Aries, okay? Where did we get Aries from? Aries, the god of war. Mars, this warrior god, aggressive planet, in a sign of peace and harmony. So Mars is in detriment in Libra. Mars doesn't like being in Libra, so it's not such a bad thing. It's just saying, listen, during this time while Mars is in Libra up until October, stay balanced. All right. Anything that happens, anything that you want to go toward, be even-heeled, be, the peacemaker. If there are any bumps in the road, if there are any challenges, be very diplomatic. Really, really work with that energy. Work with that energy, not against it, okay? Be very graceful during this time. Mars is going to be like boom, boom, boom. Because remember, not only is half the solar system retrograde, Uranus is going retrograde this week as well, okay? And next week, Jupiter goes retrograde, the beginning of September. And so that's literally the entire solar system that's in their weakened state. They're all taking naps other than Mars. So Mars is blazing forward. Mars is blazing forward in Libra. It's asking you, and I'm asking you too, listen, all your ambitions, all your drive, bring some peace to it. Bring some, if you're not seeing eye to eye, be diplomatic. And here's the thing. It's going to resonate mostly for y'all in terms of career, because Mars in Libra is in your 10th house, okay? Capricorn, keep that in mind. You are the native ruler of the 10th house. This is going to be a big time for you. This is going to be a big time for you, all right? Really big time for you. So keep that in mind. Also keep in mind, remember I said Mars is in Libra until October. This is also kind of testing you as well. Because what is this leading up to? The eclipse. that we have October 15th in Libra. So a lot of things will change in terms of career, public recognition, honors, achievements around this eclipse. Eclipses are game changers, okay? And this is a good eclipse. So be on your best behavior, okay? Be on your best behavior, Capricorns. Not that you never are. Y'all are so hardworking. Capricorns are so hardworking, but if you've been looking for advancements and progress and, ascension in your career, hey, ride this wave right now. Ride this wave, okay? If you're not here for career, that doesn't matter. 10th house is, public recognition, how you want to be perceived, okay? It's feeling confident about yourself in the things that you do. It's your passions as well. It's all about your passions here. What are you putting all your heart and soul into, and what you want to be recognized for, all right? So, and that can be, whether anything from like your community to, a global scale. So you have to ask what resonates with you here, all right? That's happening with Mars. Now, the other thing that's happening is the full moon in Pisces. So as I said, this is a tricky full moon. Full moons bring closure, all right? They're known to bring closure. When something closes, a new door opens, right? Now, this full moon, it is in Pisces. I said the sun is opposing Saturn. Saturn is your ruling planet. Saturn is currently in Pisces, okay, for the next 2 years. Now, it may be a little challenging when it comes to communication because this is all in your third house. So communicating things that you need. But communication also, if you work in marketing or PR or, anything even in a creative environment. But there is going to be possible, like when I say challenges, just, there could be, you could feel some pressure around this time. Things could just get really busy. There could also be, a lot of power struggles around this time as well. Every Capricorn is different. Every Capricorn is going to feel it in a different way. Capricorn risings are going to feel a lot of these aspects a lot more than Capricorns. But keep that in mind. All Capricorns are going to feel it. Now, the other thing that's happening on this full moon is that Neptune is opposing Mercury and Mars. And so this is very interesting because Neptune is also in Pisces for the next few years too. And so we have Neptune in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, and the full moon in Pisces, all in your third house of communication. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, and I really want you to pay attention to this. We are in Virgo season, all right, and Mercury is retrograde in Virgo, and that is your 9th house. So a lot of y'all, this is going to be a very spiritual full moon for you, all right? It is going to be one where you may be in touch with your higher self. This is, full moon in Pisces. Pisces is the native ruler of the 12th house, so a lot of spirituality, intuition. But what else is happening is that Mercury and the sun are in Virgo in your 9th house of spirituality, all right? But the main thing is all this activity in your third house, when I said communication, it's also siblings. It's also aunts, cousins, neighbors, okay? There could be some sort of closure with that. If you've not been seeing eye to eye, you can now, kiss and make up. It's also, travel. And so when you think about what's happening, we're in Virgo season in your 9th house, and then we are also in, with this full moon in your 3rd house. Those are the two houses of travel. So a lot of y'all are going to feel something in terms of travel, have some sort of activity around travel. It could be the end of a trip. You could be planning a trip, or you could even have something a little bit more profound, like maybe you travel for work all the time and you decide, I want to work from home now. Right? So there's, again, keep that in mind. There's going to be a lot of attention and focus on work, on travel, and spirituality for y'all this week. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you for August 28th to September 3rd. Again, this is for Capricorn, Sun, and Capricorn rising. And if you're new to my channel, if you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you're absolutely welcome to. If you know your birth chart, I would recommend the moon because the full moon in Pisces, but because this is a week of the full moon, I will be pulling more clarifiers that I normally do, okay? So, that said, Capricorn, let's go ahead and get started. See what's going on for you for August 28th to September 3rd. Now, Capricorn. Like I said earlier, I do a traditional Cultic Cross spread. It really does bring the best overview. I am going to, and also, you know how I said that everything is, a lot of y'all will feel travel and spirituality and even work-related matters during this time. There are still a lot of other things that are happening with y'all. I mean, remember the North Node moved into your fourth house, so there could be a lot of activity with family in a big way as well. It doesn't have to be just, siblings or aunts and uncles. It can be parents, it can be children, it can be your partner as well. But let's go ahead and get started. All right, Capricorn. Wow. Wow, talk about stepping up. Talk about stepping up your game. I love this. Okay, so you did get the Six of Swords, all right? Six of Swords came in your past. This is really great. This is saying that there is, the first message is you should be very proud of yourself, okay? There are some things possibly that happened, where you needed to just get out of that headspace and just move forward. So again, sense of empowerment. And in fact, last week we did have Mars trine Pluto, okay? That was a big thing. And Pluto is in your sign. But there could be something that you left. There could be something that you are also in the process of, or I'm getting more of a feeling it's already been done. Something that you were in this headspace and you were just like, I do not like being in this headspace. I got to move forward. Okay. It could be something that you were thinking about, something that was stressing you out, something that was really blocking you. All right. And you really found your path forward because that's what the Six of Swords is. Now, if you think about your last reading, actually, do you remember this? It was in your crown and now it's in your past. So that's, when I said be very proud of yourself, be proud of yourself because you've moved forward from it. And, it really depends on when you watch this reading as well, because this came up in your past. So, I don't know what day you're watching this reading, but if you haven't yet, it's all about moving forward from obstacles, challenges, things that have been holding you back. There's a sense of comfort now. There's a sense of freedom. There's a sense of even closure for a lot of y'all. But even like a sense of like, now you feel okay. Now you can let your hair down. Now you can, really put your feet up on the coffee table, while you watch, Dumb and Dumber, whatever movie that, I don't even care. It don't even matter, whatever you're watching, but look what you got in the heart of your spread. You got strength. I absolutely love this for you. You're amazing. Capricorn, this is awesome. Strength. It is all about courage. It's all about that inner courage. But the biggest thing is, she does have the symbol of infinity over her head, right? Infinite possibilities that come with this strength. Now, the strength, it's inner strength. I want you to remember that. It's not, sure, if you're a bodybuilder, you're going to be like actual strength because that motivates you, that really gets your adrenaline going, that really, puts you in that spiritual zone. But really, seriously, it's that's why the lion is here, right? It's, finding that sort of, think of the strength coming from, your spirit animal, okay? Finding that source of strength, wherever you find that, okay? Whether it's God, whether it's the universe, whether it's your children, where do you find that source of strength? This week, it seems like you will really tap into that energy, to have that inner courage to move forward, to be proud of yourself, loud and proud, right? The strength card is ruled by Leo, and that's all about being proud. That's really having the spotlight, really wanting, that attention as well, but bringing it to a place where you are confident enough to feel really proud of yourself and to move forward in any direction that you want to move. Okay. The other thing is there's, it's courage. It was courage. Okay. Courage. I talk about this. Well, I don't know if I've said this in the, here's the thing. Okay. Think about the word courage, okay? Take it back to its etymological root. We're going way back. We're going way back to Latin, okay? Courage comes from cor, K-O-R. Actually translates to heart, okay? Courage comes from heart. You are going to have all this, I mean, think of like corazon, right, in Spanish. So I really love this. I love what's happening here. There's a sense of like empowerment. There's a sense of like, I feel really good. A sense of freedom this week, okay? Now, here's the other thing. You got the lovers in your challenge area. So there could be a little, disconnect with a partner, with a relationship. And this can be work, business, career, or love, okay? Some of y'all have definitely had a breakup, a divorce, something that was like it's done. Okay, it's done. And if you again think about your last reading, if I'm not mistaken, you got the lovers in the heart of your spread. So it was something that was on your mind. It was something that was going through. So it could have been like a big thing that you were going through. And I want to remind you that the Lover's card is not only, relationships with other people in your physical world. You see Archangel Raphael here, right? Blessings, right? And healing. He's the one who's gifting the love to these two. We'll call them Adam and Eve. You can see Adam is looking at Eve. Eve is looking at the Archangel. That's conscious, subconscious, superconscious. That's that main connection. It's really like Trinity at play here. This is you. This is you and your soul too. So there is a sense of two things. Some of y'all will be, if you haven't already, possibly ending a relationship. Okay. It could be something that is best for you. Okay. And you know it. Because look at the rest of your spread, okay? And again, it can be work or it can be love. What resonates with you, all right? Second thing that's coming through is that there is a sense of whatever that's happened is giving you this time to really heal. And you need to find that time to heal. You have strength in the heart of your spread, all right? Remember, heart. Healing the heart, all right? So remember, that's self-love. It's self-love as well. But very interesting how, there is a sense of, well, the fact that you got lovers in the heart of your spread last week, and this week it is in your challenge area. So there is definitely something that you're ending with this full moon, okay? That's coming up with this closure, if you haven't already, okay? With a partnership or a relationship. Again, I want you to ask yourself where that resonates with you in your life. Again, every Capricorn is different. This is going to resonate for every Capricorn in a different way. And if it's not career, and if it's not love, all right, it's self-love, all right, finding that, like opening up your heart now, finding that courage, okay, to love yourself again after something that may have happened, okay, or even something that you're going through this week, all right. But remember, from the very beginning, since August, from the beginning of August, I've said this is a week, this is a month of shakeups, breakups, wake-up calls, all right, but also breakthroughs. And you've got the King of Cups in your crown. All you want to do is be emotionally stable. So it's kind of like what's driving you this week is being in that place where you have that emotional stability, where you are on top of things. You can see his throne is literally on top of water. Okay. And so I want to show you something. Look how turbulent that water is. Nothing's going to knock him off that throne. Nothing. Okay. This is not only emotional stability, but having that insight, having that like intuitive, it's almost like a connection with your emotions and intuition, which do blend like in the best way possible. But it's really, again, having this very spiritual, like intuitive depth to what you're doing this week and how you're seeing things this week. I did say that this is going to be somewhat of like a spiritual week for you. For a lot of y'all, it will be a spiritual awakening as well, especially around this full moon. Okay, now you got the Emperor and the root of your spread. Hello. Hi, this is amazing. So what's really interesting when I look at your entire spread here, it could go either way. there could be some of y'all with matters that have to do with love and career. Okay. Some of y'all that has to do with matters of work. Sorry. Of work or career or business or love and romance. Okay. So the emperor, because the reason I say that is because you did get the emperor and he is the ruler. He is the ruler, all right? He is a ruler not only of his kingdom, but of his destiny. This is really masculine energy. This is mastery of self. This is that empowerment that I was talking about. But here's the other thing. Aries. The emperor is Aries. It's attributed to Aries. What did I say about Aries? Okay. Well, two things. Aries, the North Node moved into Aries. So family energy, all right? Really like powering up and stepping up in terms of like family and children and home matters, things at home. Secondly, Mars in Libra, okay? Mars, the ruling planet for Aries. So for a lot of y'all, it will be career, powering up in your career. That's like what you want to do. So again, it is going to resonate in all different ways, but at the end of the day, it's all about you. The Strength card is all about you. That courage inside you. Lovers in your challenge area, whether it's relationships or not, it's still there. It's you. What are you going to do? This is all about you. It's Trinity at play here. King of Cups is you. This is you powering up to be emotionally stable in whatever happens this week in any area of your life. Okay? Really feeling powerful. And this is a big thing. I want to remind you that Mercury is retrograde, the same time Venus is retrograde. These are two inner planets that affect us the most, okay? And so this is actually a really big thing. This is a really big thing, very transformative too. Because if you think about Venus is retrograde in Leo, all right? So Venus is retrograde in Leo in your 8th house. That's death and rebirth. That's transformation. You want big transformation in your life. It's also other people's, there's other people involved in the 8th house as well. Other people's resources could be a thing for you, like maybe your partner's income or, inheritance and investments. But what did I just say? Venus being in Leo in your 8th house. Strength. Card 8. 8 with the infinity symbol. And the Strength card being ruled by Leo. So a lot of y'all could be thinking about that right now. What is the next step? How, I feel empowered. This is the week where I want to feel empowered moving forward. And then when I say empowered, come on. You can't get more clear than this. This is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this. You got the Knight of Swords in your future. Okay? This is blazing forward, especially mentally, all right? It's like, look what's happening here. You got the Six of Swords, leaving things that have been troubling you or challenging you or stressing you out, finding that courage. It's like turning into a superhero now, all right? We're talking any superhero, because I get Spider-Man or, She-Hulk. It don't matter. Whatever resonates with you. Turning into that superhero now. And now, blazing forward, knowing what you want and not letting anything stop you, okay? And so, very, very interesting because all these retrogrades make things go a little bit slower. But it's like you feel so empowered. It doesn't even matter that things are going to go a little bit slower, that all these planets are in their weakened state. You, as an individual, are still going to be on top of things, right? You're still going to be, taking charge, taking full charge. Again, up here, especially up here. Knight of Swords is Gemini, by the way, okay? Gemini is the native ruler of the 3rd house. What did I say? This full moon in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces is your 3rd house. There you go. You're going to have, this is a big week for you, but really powerful week, okay? Very powerful week. You're going to feel very empowered. Things may move a little bit slowly, but it's not going to bother you at all. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine because your mind is going to blaze forward. Now, remember what I said about transformation, about death and rebirth, about how you want this change in your life and you feel empowered and you have your eyes set on it. Well, I'm going to point something out here. You see the Knight of Swords here. You see his armor. You see the butterflies on his armor. Come on. I mean, talk about transformation. Talk about transformation, especially up here. All right. I didn't mean to do that in a like you're crazy way. I was okay. I'll just go like this. Especially up here, right? This is all up here. Remember what I said. We are in Virgo season. Mercury, the ruling planet for Gemini, right? But also Virgo, but still in your ninth house. Spirituality, but also your belief system, the ways that you see things, your philosophies. This is really big. This is really big. Okay, you're good. You're good, Capricorn. Let's get to your stuff. Capricorn, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I really want to hear. I want to know what's going on. Y'all have been having like these bang on ratings. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you, so I am truly grateful. I do appreciate it. All right, so Capricorn. Oh, yeah, you are going to have that change. You're going to have that change. This is going to be a week where things, yeah. So, yeah, change is coming, all right? Change is coming. You got the Eight of Cups. I really, really want you to pay attention to this full moon in Pisces. Oh, actually, boom, I forgot to do those clarifiers. Yeah, you're good. So not only are you going to be moving forward, you got the Empress and you got the Eight of Wands in your future. Ugh, Capricorn, come on. You're moving into all this abundance. The Empress is a goddess, okay? She's a goddess. This is living life through pleasure, through passion, through sensuality, sexuality. And, I think I may have said it in your last reading. There's a lot of sexual energy, okay? A lot of it comes with the Empress as well. You can see the symbol of Venus, by the way, right? In the stone-shaped heart, Venus, all about love and money, too, if you're here for money. But it's, you're good. The other thing I'm going to point out is that there is a little bit of sexual. Well, I'm not gonna lie. There's sexual energy too here. So if you are here for relationships, that is going to be something on your mind, and it's almost like when I say you're going to be rewarded, you're going to be rewarded. Let's keep it that way. But also the Empress, listen, she's pregnant, by the way. So, yeah, some of y'all could find out that you're pregnant, especially with the fact that Jupiter is in Taurus right now in your fifth house. Jupiter, the planet of good luck and blessings and, prosperity, in your fifth house of love and romance and procreation. But this is also like the birth of new things, right? Three is very significant. It's all about new things, creation. And then Eight of Wands, everything's aligning for you now. This is in your future, okay? You have nothing to look, you've got a lot to look forward to. This is all in your future. There's so much enthusiasm, right? With the Eight of Wands. It feels like something is coming to an end and, but like in a really good way, okay? But then for a lot of y'all, you'll just feel things actually moving forward for you. Interestingly, again, during a week, during retrograde. So it may be at the perfect pace, right? So Mercury retrograde slows things down, but yours is like, you have the Knight of Swords with the Eight of Wands in your future. So you're going to be at a good pace. But what I was saying with your staff, so you got the Eight of Cups, and this card is attributed to Saturn in Pisces. Funny enough, with a full moon. And then you see what's going on here. So really big. There is something that you
really are gonna have to leave behind, and it does feel like a relationship or a partnership. It could be something family matter related, but there is something that it's time to move on from, okay? It is. I mean, you already got the Six of Cups here, or Six of Swords in your past. So now you got the Seven of Swords in your external factors area. Very interesting, okay? There is a sense of... some of y'all could have found out that someone was doing something behind your back, whether it was at work or in a relationship or in family, and it wasn't cool. And that's what's really set you on fire. Like, you were like this empowerment, like power, this courage, this strength, that come on, you got the Emperor, like, and the King of Cups. Like, you are just so in the zone. But it's almost like taking care of business, whoever did whatever to you, it's like, okay, I'm going to fix this, but I'm going to do it in a very diplomatic way, because remember, Mars is in Libra, okay? So you want to be very peaceful, okay? Be the peacemaker, all right? But for some of y'all, it could also be like you had this moment of clarity. You will have this moment of clarity this week. Like, I'm probably, if you have big questions on whether you're doing the right thing or not, there's a reason why you're asking that, okay? Keep that in mind. Always working with your karma. Always working with your karma. You want to just move forward, move ahead. You got strength in the heart of your spread. Heart, okay? Listen to your heart and your intuition. You got the King of Cups here. You also got the Emperor. So, you got the pair here, by the way. You got the Emperor and the Empress. I mean, this is truly divine. You got masculine and feminine. I mean, this is crazy. You are getting all these crazy... Okay, let's just keep going. You got the King of Wands. There you go. It looks like a lot of y'all are here for career. A lot of y'all want to be in this place where you're just ascending. Like I said, you're, climbing the ladder. You're really being successful at this point, but also having fun with it too. Having fun with it. I don't want you to be super serious. Like, there could be like this sense of like you being like, iron fist, like, this week, because you're so like empowered and like fired up, but also like tap into your fun side too, okay? That really is something that I want you to do. The other thing is that again, very transformative energy that comes with the King of Wands. You do see like the symbol of the Ouroboros, which is all about like the unity of things and life cycles and changes or whatnot, hidden throughout his throne and his cape. So a lot of transformation with this card. And ones are your passions, it's, your ideas, creativity, but it's also very work related. A lot of like entrepreneurial energy with that as well. But even still, this is a pretty interesting read. Now, you got the Tower in your final outcome. Capricorn, I don't think you've ever got the Tower since, maybe this year, but I think it's been a long time since you got a Tower. I don't know if you read your rising or moon or Venus or whatever, but last week, and even this week, pretty much, like 80% of everybody's like gotten the Tower. It's been like that type of, anyway. This is the card of just something like chaotic and like just something rattling, right? Something that happens unexpectedly, that comes out of nowhere. You didn't, expect it, and that's why people are. I would say like people sometimes fear the Tower. You should never fear the Tower. Two reasons why. One, the Tower. It's three reasons why. One, when you fear the Tower, you are already building a blockage for yourself. You're already creating this low energy frequency. One reason, never fear the Tower. Second reason why, the Tower moment, it doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. It's fated. It's something that sure, when it happens, you may see it unfavorably, but it's one of those things where after the fact, you realize, actually, that was the best thing for me. Okay? It can be a day later, it can be 2 days later, it can be 3 weeks later, but you have that intuitive moment where you're just like, if that never happened, it wouldn't have opened this door, or I wouldn't have met this person, or I wouldn't have been, or clicked this, link for this recruiter that reached out to me last week. Do you know what I mean? Like it always happens for a good reason. Last reason why you should never fear the tower. Guess what comes after the tower? The star. Okay? Now, we're going to pull some clarifiers here. But you are going to be absolutely fine. The tower moment was meant for you. You got the Six of Cups, and you got the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you always get the Nine of Pentacles, by the way. And I do love that you got the Nine of Pentacles in your final outcome, because one thing that I was going to mention, but now that the Nine of Pentacles came through, I don't have to. I was going to say that you didn't get any pentacles in your spread at all, but she shows up. So, Six of Cups, you're going to be fine. This is a card of it's a card of like just sharing. It's a card of kindness. It's a card of letting your hair down. Okay, again, it's that energy. It's tapping into your inner child, and really, like, again, knowing the fact that it came after the tower. This tower moment, clarified by the Six of Pentacles, is showing you. It's showing you. You're good. It was meant for you, because it's putting you in a better place. So there could be something that's happening here with the tower moment that explains why you've really powered up. Okay, you really powered up. It's empowered you, and this is the biggest house in tarot, the Six of Cups. That indicates a lot of protection, a lot of security. It's you're good. You're good. Okay? You're absolutely good. You can let your guard down. And then clarified with the Nine of Pentacles, you're absolutely fine. It's almost like, you know what it is? It's Groundhog's Day. Okay? What's happening here is that there's a sense of something that is going on. You're waking up, you're having breakfast, going to work, having a long work day, putting blood, sweat, tears into your job, but in the back of your head, you want changes. You do yoga, eat dinner, go to bed, wake up, have coffee. The same thing over and over. But this tower moment happens, and it sets you free. Okay? It sets you free. And it puts you back to where you were, but in a whole new way, where you have this sense of like freedom is a big thing that's coming up. And again, you know how I said the Nine of Pentacles I always feel like it shows up in all your readings. Well, it did actually. Now that I think about it, it came up in your past last time, and now it's coming up in your future. So when I say like ground, it's like going back, but then having this tower moment to really, it's like, oh my goodness. If you think, it's almost like even like that whole, it's the, what is it? The thing about parallel universes, the theory of parallel universes. It's almost like it's the same old, but then you have this tower moment, and you may, again, see it unfavorably at the time. It was the best thing for you, and now it's leading you to this, like, you can let your hair down. You can tap into your inner child. You can also, with all these retrogrades, there may be something that happens where someone from the past comes through and gives you this new opportunity that brings you all this abundance. I mean, you, again, look at the symbol of Venus all over her gown. I mean, when I say love is a big thing here, and it's in your future, okay? But it's also money. It's also, remember I said a sense of feeling free? This card is all about independence. It's all about, even like financial independence, especially because it is Pentacles. But Pentacles are your physical reality, so your physical world. You're absolutely 1,000% fine. it's almost like you're going to be so freakishly like intuitive this week. You're going to know what you want. It's almost like everything you want, you're going to manifest. You have a very interesting spread. But again, the Tower moment, you may see it unfavorably at the time, but then you realize it was the best thing for me. Look, you got the Knight of Swords, the Empress, and the Eight of Wands in your future, okay? But it is kind of like that, think about those movies where there's all those, like a high school movie where there are these bullies, but then, the person that's being bullied really like has that, moment of self-empowerment and is able to confront the bullies in a diplomatic way. Don't forget, a diplomatic way, okay, with Mars and Libra. But anyway, Capricorn, thanks so much for tuning in. Oh, shoot, okay. You're going to be fine. I mean, at the core of your reading, you have the Strength card and the heart of your spread. So you're going to be fine. Thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you next week. Next week, actually, I do your September forecast, and September is very different from August. Okay, Capricorn, thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.